teacher here at East Hills. I am the team leader for Team Impact, and I teach language arts and social studies.
And I'm Ms. Mick, actually Ms. Mikulovic, but I have the kids call me Ms. Mick. It's so much easier. And I teach science and social studies.
And my name is Mr. Glaze. I teach math and also social studies to my homie.
And in language arts, when you come to 6th grade, we use a program called Study Sync. And in addition to Study Sync, we read several novels together throughout the year. And in social studies, regardless of who you get on the team, Miss Mick, myself, or Mr. Glaze, we study ancient civilizations.
Yep, so we'll be getting into a little bit of early human times, like caveman times. We'll talk a little bit of ancient Sumeria, ancient Egypt, ancient India, just to name a few. So we're really excited to get into that stuff with you guys next year.
Absolutely. And for science, we're going to learn about the Earth and space. In fact, right now we're learning about galaxies and the solar system. Earlier in the year, we learned about the history of the Earth and fossils and dinosaurs. And as the year goes on, we'll learn about extreme weather like hurricanes and tornadoes and why they might be getting worse. Think global warming.
Nice. And in math class, we use a program. It used to be called Envision Math. Now it's called Savas. But essentially, we use a program where you'll be doing a little bit of computer work with programs called IXL and Savas, where you'll work on some of the problems that we practice in school. But you guys also will get an actual paper book for math, where we'll learn some of the concepts. We'll practice in that as well. So as far as math class goes, we're going to be using the program Savas. But I kind of mix things up as far as the activities that you guys will be doing. You'll have some homework or some hybrid work from the things we work on in school. And then once we finish a topic, we'll have some form of quiz and then a fun project that kind of ties everything together where you guys get to be creative. Just some of the topics we covered this year in math class are going to be multiplying, dividing, adding and subtracting fractions and decimals. We get into the coordinate plane. We actually learn a little bit of algebra this year where we take numbers and letters and we kind of mash them all together. We work a little bit with unit rates and proportions. Then towards the end of the school year, we actually just did percents, area of shapes, and then data and statistics. And with each of those 8 topics, we have a fun project that kind of goes in with those where you guys can be a little bit creative. So we're excited to get started with math next year, but just remember guys, one of the pieces of advice we have for you, this is not elementary school. You're gonna be getting a lot of work. It's gonna require you to have responsibility as far as completing the work when it's due. And it's going to be a little more challenging. So just make sure that you guys are ready for the challenge. As long as you're putting forth effort and you're trying and you're reaching out for help if you need it, this is going to be an awesome school year for you.
Have a great summer, and we look forward to meeting you in the fall.
See you guys.
Welcome to Team Baby Yodas. My name is Mr. Naraki. I teach science for Team Baby Yodas as well as social studies. Looking forward to having you guys this year. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff in science. We're going to look at some stars, talk about the moon, and talk about the earth itself. In social studies, I can't wait to teach you about some ancient civilizations and cultures like China and Egypt. Now I'm going to introduce Mrs. Mohap.
Hi, I'm Miss Mohap. I teach language arts and social studies. Language arts, we're going to be doing a lot of short stories, and we read a couple of novels. We read The Lightning Thief, which is always popular, and Walk Two Moons. And social studies, like Mr. Naraki said, we do ancient Egypt, ancient China. We get to ancient Greece as well. So a lot of fun stuff that we're going to be getting to next year. So I look forward to meeting you guys, and I hope you have a good summer. And Miss Burkhart is next.
Thank you, Miss Mohap. I am Miss Burkhart. I will be your math teacher next year. We will work in Savas. We will work in IXL. Pretty much your standard math that you are probably coming in from elementary school with. The programs will just take them to the middle school level. I can't wait to meet you all, and I look forward to a great year in math with you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Can't wait to meet you.
to East Hills. I'm Mrs. Weiss, the reading specialist, and I teach a course called Lit Development. Lit Development is a full-year encore class where we focus on practicing skills and strategies that will make you a better reader. This year, we'll be using Lexia Power Up, a computer-based program. The activities in Power Up support and build on our language arts curriculum, focusing on developing skills in 3 areas: word study, grammar, and comprehension. Lexia provides a personalized learning experience, so every time you log in, you'll be making progress towards your reading goals. My job will be to provide intervention, reteaching, and support. Welcome to the East Hills family.
Welcome to East Hills Middle School. I'm Miss Maurer. I'm an ESOL teacher here at East Hills. And I'm Mrs. Thomas. I'm also an ESOL teacher here at East Hills Middle School. I'm in room 222 in the 6th grade hallway. And I'm right next door in 224. We're here to help you learn English if it is not your first language. So if you need help learning English, we're going to be here just for you. So we look forward to seeing you in the upcoming school year. Bye.
I'm the librarian at East Hills, and I'm so excited to meet you. In middle school, you're going to use the library to check out books, but you'll also come with your 6th grade teachers for innovation hours. That's a time where we do engineering challenges, mindfulness activities, and coding projects. You might also get to know me if you choose to join Reading Olympics, which is an activity where we work together to read as many books as we can, and then we compete with other schools to see who can answer the most questions about those books. If you love to read, come talk to me about Reading Olympics. I look forward to meeting you.
I was at the beach and I saw erosion and deposition and a delta, and I'm like, hey, I learned that on Discovery Ed.
Science is that means of exploring our natural world, and I think the tech book does help students to see the real world connections.
During the day, because of the sun's reflection, you can see the moon, so I would think that the ocean will be able to still be affected because of it.
In classrooms that utilize the Discovery Ed tech book, we see higher average pass rates on our state test. We see higher average scores overall. We see more children scoring in the exemplary category. And the greatest difference has been for ESOL students. For students with disabilities, we've seen remarkable increase in pass rates on state tests, students on free and reduced lunch as well. And I think that speaks to leveling the playing field and giving access to all children.
The science textbook has a whole variety of things that you can use to differentiate. There's a Spanish version of different activities, reading passages, virtual labs, interactives, video, and it's basically meeting the student at their level and then enriching them.
I like the videos in science textbook because we get to learn visually instead of just reading about it, and then if we don't understand it, it virtually shows you how to do it.
When I have a paragraph read aloud, I enjoy it because you can be writing and listening to it at the same time, and it's more efficient.
They have explorations, which my students love.
You can see the moon revolving around the earth, so you can see the gravitational pulls.
They basically think they're playing, but they're actually learning, and I think it has helped with the engagement.
It ran into 15 minutes of our recess time, and I don't think a single child was saying, we need to go to recess now.
No, 6 p.m. is the lowest.
Yes,
No,
they're the same. They're the same.
We had to drag Pisa onto the world map,
and we had the drag Boston. Since they're on the different sides of the world, when the world rotates, Italy has high tides while Boston has low tides.
It's a great way for students to learn, and it helps me learn.
The 5-minute preps are helpful. I think the videos are helpful to the teachers. Formative assessments, I think all of that as a whole package is really helping our district to teach and promote science.
You problem solve in language arts. What word is the best in this context? You problem solve in social studies. What event caused this particular event? So you have problem solving everywhere. And if they can get that idea in science, then they can use it in all of their subject areas and within their world.